With the reign of King Bello and what the city began to witness, there was a serious problem everywhere in the city in the 7th year of his reign. It became a kingdom of anarchy, and chaos was daily recorded in almost every part of the city on a daily basis. Meanwhile, owing to these frightening situations, King Bello began to raise internal palace force guards to guide and secure himself and his family. He could no longer go out freely for fear of being lynched or killed by the people. On a fateful day, April 4, 1956, the king was celebrating the wedding of his son in the palace, and an angry mob came into the palace to attack the king. The angry mob came with different charms and weapons, which the palace force could not resist. Eventually and unfortunately, King Bello and his wife, Bishop, were killed on that fateful day. When the palace force that fled the scene of the incident heard of the eventual death of King Bello, the head of the palace force, Abubakar quickly went into the royal chamber to inherit the throne by wearing the king's royal robe and royal beads, in spite of the fact that he was not from the royal dynasty. He took the royal staff, which was the symbol of authority, and the citizens could do nothing to dethrone him. Thus, Abubakar became the 4th indigenous king of Hexagon City. When Obabiyi, the chief priest, heard of this attack on the throne and subsequent takeover of power, he was furious.
This is not the right way of enthronement. And if the right sacrifice is not done for the king will not live long and will never leave any heir to the throne,
the chief priest remarked. The palace guards punished the chief priest and forced him to enthrone Abubakar as the new king of Hexagon City. Shortly after King Abubakar's enthronement, he removed Obabiyi as the chief priest. King Abubakar came to the throne on a platter of gold and started ruling anyhow. The new king enthroned other village heads and appointed them majorly from his own family. He chose his friends from other zones as leaders in the city. The integration of the village heads by King Abubakar into his kingdom brought more hardship to the city dwellers. The groaning became so much that people started comparing his reign with the former King Bello he had dethroned. That King Bello, whose reign was considered bad, was even better than what they were experiencing in the new reign of King Abubakar.